Boxers need to train strength, but in the right way. So we're going to utilise conjugate training, not linear periodisation. We're going to use conjugate because we use different modalities on different days. So we've got max effort, we've got dynamic effort, and we've got repetition effort. So we've got different modalities and we can really grow and get stronger, and that's the main objective. And we're not going to use linear because we're going to do that in the in-season, and we're not going to do it in the off-season because conjugate is more productive, I think. Because you work different modalities, you can gain more strength, in my opinion. So we're going to go with this, and we're going to do a upper lower split. So upper body lower body split, so we can really work the muscles. So in the other program we're doing a full body, but in this one we're doing upper body, so it's off season. The reason why we do off season training to gain muscle and strength is because we want to be more powerful in season. So we get the muscle now, and then we find it easier to cut down in the training when we go to fight. So we're not going to have too much muscle. The reason why we don't want too much muscle is because our muscles need more oxygen to contract. So if we got bigger muscles, they need to contract harder, and we don't want that. We just want them to contract, but not too much. We don't want to utilise too much energy. So when this happens, you get fatigued, and you don't want to get fatigued. So we're going to utilise conjugate. And then before the conjugate, we're going to use triphasic. We're going to do 2 week eccentrics, 2 weeks isometrics, and then 2 weeks concentric as fast as we can. So in the conjugate program, we're going to mix different modalities. We're still going to use the triphasic method, but we're going to use says for instance, we go up as fast as we can, and then we go down for 3-4 seconds. And then we might pause for 2 seconds at the bottom and then come back up. When we pause, it makes us come up more explosive. So my opinion is really good. Well, it's not a pause, it's an isometric. The difference between a pause and isometric is you really contract the muscles and you really fire up the nervous system. So this is what we do for boxing. It's not just to get big and strong, it's to be more athletic. So athletic development for boxing. So if we get stronger, we're going to hit harder and we're going to move faster. It's not going to make you slow. Sprinters do strength and conditioning and they're fast. So it's a myth saying weights make you slow. Weights actually make you faster if you do it correct. So the conjugate method is the method we're going to use off season. And then in season, we're going to use the linear periodisation. And with the conjugate method, we're going to do 1 to 3 reps in reserves. So we can manage fatigue. So in season, we're going to do 2 to 3 reps. So the reason why we're going to near failure in this one, because we're not boxing, we're just purely training. So we can go a bit lower on the fatigue, but obviously we don't want to go to absolute failure. And also it will stop growing too much muscle, and we don't want too much muscle, like I said, because we need more oxygen to contract more muscle. So we don't want that. We want minimum muscle. We want muscle because it makes us hit harder, but we want to do it in a smart way. So linear periodisation in season, and off season we do conjugate training, and before conjugate we do triphasic, so 2 week eccentrics, 2 week isometrics, and 2 week concentric. And then we do the conjugate method, and then that should make us a better athlete. And then obviously we want separate days where we do our conditioning. So we do things like air bike, sprints and things like that. Really work the nervous system so we be more explosive. You don't just want to do weights and not do the conditioning. You've got to do the conditioning. I know it's called strength and conditioning. You get a bit of conditioning, but nothing like conditioning when you do it separately. So I hope this video helped. If you've got any questions, please fire away in the comments. And please subscribe if you like RJ Boxing S&C. Thank you. Bye.